Hi, I hate reality TV. Welcome back to the Disney Plus Celebrity Challenge, and today we have Kim of Queens. This is Kim Gravel. I didn't hear her say her last name properly, so yeah, her name's Kim, and she's Kim of Queens. Queens of what? Well, pageants. This is a reality show about a woman who trains girls, young girls, preteen girls, primarily, in being beauty queens, pageant queens, and yeah. So I watched one episode. They're about 42-ish minutes long here and there. Yeah, they're all 42 minutes long. I don't know where this came from. This doesn't seem like it would be something that would be on Disney Plus or even Hulu. This feels like they would throw this on, I don't know, like Bravo or something. Anyway, that's Kim right there. She, she has a stable of young girls, and I know that every single time I say something involving young girls, especially in today's climate, is just going to come out wrong. It's just going to sound wrong. But a stable of young girls, again, sounds like a loaded phrase. It's not. Who all look very sad. I think, again, this is a reality show, so nothing is real for the most part. I don't doubt that she does train young girls to be in pageants and that to look their best, to dress their best, put a personality forward that the judges would see as a good thing, show off their talents, whether it's dancing or singing or I don't know, something. We don't get to see a whole lot in the first episode of the other girls. A little bit here and there, but this first episode, and again, is this? Yes, this is season one. It's from 2014, so this is a good 11 years old. All these girls are grown up right now. But in this, they focus on a girl named Addison. Addison Wingate. Should I be giving last names? Addison, she is a country girl. This, by the way, this is based in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. They do go into Atlanta, Georgia at some point, but this is the South is very much a big area of pageants. Young girls, this big, sometimes just getting all primped up and all the makeup and the hair and the dresses. They're adorable, but I just yeah, I don't know. I have opinions about that. It just yeah. Either way, I don't think Kim, anything she's doing here, she does not mean ill will at all. She has no nefarious schemes, and she's not horrible to the girls. She's very blunt, and that's part of the character I see in these kind of reality shows, like we see with Abby, with the Dance Moms and stuff like that, where I don't like Dance Moms primarily because it's just a grown woman screaming at little girls till they cry because they don't dance well enough, and that is the hook of the show. That's intentionally the hook of the show. Yes, she wants to make the kids better, just like she wants to make these girls better at how they present themselves, and they don't compete against each other, but they are. She says they aren't competing against each other because she has a bunch of girls that are all in the same pageant, and they all kind of do similar stuff repeatedly. Like some are local, some are bigger. By the way, she was Miss Georgia at one point. She makes it clear that she is an ugly duckling as a child. From the start, even from the opening sequence, like when she's introducing herself, like I guess the theme music kind of sequence, she comes across as saying, "Look, I was not a pageant girl from the looks of me," and she shows a picture of herself. And then she goes, but that made me work even harder to do well in pageants. And she became Miss Georgia. So, and she won all sorts of other competitions throughout her life. And now she teaches other girls to do the same thing. There is, by the way, I don't think a single man in this show, except one of the judges, I think, was a man. I think it's all women. It's Kim sort of leading the pack here. And her sister Allison and her mom. I don't forget what her mom's name is, but mom is also a part of this as well. And they create like a side story to whatever the main story is going on here. So in the first episode, I don't know if this is a common thing, but in the first episode, they need to take this Addison, this rough and tumble, tomboyish country girl who deals with the animal poop in the barn and all the country stuff because I'm a country girl, and she loves just talking about poop and all the crazy stuff that she gets up into. That's just not what goes for a, let me tell you about myself. It doesn't really fly when it comes to the kind of pageant talk that these prim and proper beauty queens are supposed to be. So she's got rough edges, and Kim sees this as a challenge. And again, all of this is, for the most part, I do not doubt that, yes, they took this girl and made her a beauty queen, but certain things tend to get exaggerated, and I think certain things kind of get moved around in order to make this much more dramatic than it is. Because when you send your sister and your mom to downtown Atlanta to find camo outfits to sort of play into her, I don't know, to play into her rough and tumble tomboyish country girl vibe, but also make her beauty queen. The sister and the mom are at odds with each other the entire time. They bicker. They get lost on the way to the Army Navy store, and it just sucks up time to go. Mom has this idea. Sister has this idea. We're gonna show them to Kim, and she's gonna decide. And then there's then what they choose doesn't necessarily work out. There's treachery involved. There's yes. So yeah, it's very Georgia. It's very Southern. If you like the whole Southern aesthetic, and yeah, you're gonna love this show. But it's nothing wrong with the Southern aesthetic. I love the area. It's beautiful areas. I've been to Georgia and Tennessee and Florida and everywhere in between. It's wonderful. But this show kind of brings out the worst in a number of people. And again, it's fake. They're acting. They're performing to make the show more interesting. That's what it is. It's a way. I've been in reality shows in the background. I didn't perform in anything. I was just in the background. I've seen how these things work, how things are fake to create drama. It's the way it is. And so in this case, though, you take an ugly duckling. She's not. She's just a normal kid who's like 12. And she's just. I think they also just, when they introduce her, they make sure that she is just as little as close to a beauty queen as possible. She's got her hair pulled back tight, and she's got t-shirt and I don't know, jeans and jean shorts or whatever, and she speaks a very thick Georgian accent, and they keep cutting to the moms of the other girls and the girls themselves that Kim already takes care of. They just like they're just giving faces, and it's I can't say that it isn't funny, that the show it doesn't have its moments where it is genuinely that that whole Southern sass is prevalent. It is throughout this episode. Everybody's got it for the most part, except for the girls that she's pretty much ignoring. In the first episode, they are seen as window dressing for the most part. The one who always wins, the other one who's just super pretty, and the other one's super talented. Like they're right there. Just they're gonna watch this episode. But there's always she always wins, but she's super pretty. but kind of, it doesn't, they don't exactly say that, but it kind of gives off that vibe that, like, some of them are just, they sit there in a room in glittery dresses with their hair all done out, and at least one or two of them, they're just, they're just slouched over. They look miserable. They're like, my mom made me do this. I just want to go home and look at my phone. I just want to watch cartoons. I just want to crush on a boy. I don't want to go through all of this every week to prove myself and then lose. Probably to a girl that's just some hillbilly that touches animal poop. Because just, yeah. And sorry to some of them, I don't, again, this might be part of the whole fakeness of it, but they come across as not being very talented. And I do not doubt that without all the crazy makeup and all the just the crazy dresses and the wild hair, they are gorgeous. They are beautiful young women without all of that stuff. That is my main pet peeve. That we're primping little girls into being these majestic women on the outside. And we kind of, I'm not saying that Kim is doing this, but their inside, we'll deal with that later. When they need to go to therapy. I don't know. I think the intent of this show, or at least the intent of Kim, I should say, is good and genuine, and she wants to make girls have confidence in who they are, and just teach them how to better express themselves and to be young women. And that's a good thing, absolutely a good thing. How it goes about it, I'm no expert on it, but I have opinions. My opinion may not matter in any of these cases. I'm a man. I am 5 times any of their ages, so it is not my place to tell them how to be and what to enjoy and how to express themselves. I just hope that there is, throughout all of this, make this into a TV show. Why not? Why don't you? I don't, just like in Dance Moms, I just don't like the kids being exploited in a way. And this is not the worst form of exploitation, as if there's like a ladder to that kind of thing. This is supposed to be entertainment. And yes, the star is fully Kim. It is fully Kim, and that's why when you have little girls doing this kind of stuff, they're not the center of these episodes. Addison is a character. She is absolutely 100%. She feels created, but I don't doubt that she's 100% genuine. There's but of course, editing helps. Editing helps a lot of these things. Either way, yeah, Addison's transformation from tomboyish hillbilly to beauty queen is miraculous. She's just a genuinely pretty girl. And the thing is, I think they also make her look in a way that doesn't, like, it looks like the other girls are like over tanned and just hungry and bored, and it's sad. I just don't get the pageant thing in modern day. I don't get it. I'm admitting that I don't get it. I'm not saying that I know everything about this and it's just wrong. I just don't get the appeal of the debutante balls are kind of the only thing that's still happening in this. It's only happening in the South or in rich places where old men are looking for wives. So, yeah, the world has moved on. I know a lot of the world has not moved on much in the South in a number of ways, but let's help young women, girls, children, and hopefully always do it in a positive way. Again, I'm not going to watch another episode of this show, so I can't get a full understanding of what's going on with this. I don't even know how many seasons there are. They only have one. It's okay. It's from 2014. There's only one season. I imagine this didn't go very far. It didn't have the the brutalistic dance moms vibe. And yes, by the way, moms do figure into this, where Kim's like, the moms are the worst thing I have to deal with. Yeah, okay, we know what you're going for here, because yes, the moms also, they do the eye roll, and their daughter is always the prettiest and the most talented, and yeah, what mom isn't going to say that? Seriously. I just hope all these girls, now that we're 11 years after, I hope they had a great experience, and I hope their lives are working out wonderfully as a result of being on this show or not. Either way, I just hope it works out. Okay, I was going to pick another number for tomorrow's episode, but I'm not, because I already picked it out, because it's something I should have watched a week ago, but I kind of got lost in it, and it kind of came out of nowhere. But Marvel just released a new animated series a week ago, last Friday, and tomorrow's episode is going to be just that. I'm gonna watch all 4 episodes. I'm gonna watch all 4 episodes of Eyes of Wakanda. This is an animated sort of historic anthology kind of series. I have not watched it yet. In the time that I could have, I just haven't done it yet. So I'm going to blast through 4 half-hour episodes. I've done a little bit of research on it, and it takes place throughout the history of Wakanda, the world of the Black Panther. It's produced by Ryan Coogler, the guy who directed each of the first 2 Black Panther films. So it looks really good. I don't know what to get out of it, but I know there's some familiar looking characters in the trailer. So that's what we're watching tomorrow. All 4 half-hour episodes of the complete Eyes of Wakanda series on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.